bright soul. And alright, yeah. We'll never take so, so yeah, yeah, ooh, yeah.
So I just wanted to wish everyone all the best. Stay safe and stay virus free, and wear a mask and wear gloves if you have to. So if you're watching this in 20 years after this video was published, I'm actually referring to the coronavirus. So the coronavirus has just put a lot of the world in lockdown just to stop the virus from spreading. But that's enough of that. I hope you enjoy this hike and you're all feeling good and happy. If you're new to the channel, welcome. The purpose of the channel is just to inspire and to educate you about the outdoors and getting you out close to nature. How beautiful is this hike? It's just so green and lush. It's absolutely gorgeous. Everywhere you look, there's just little streams and rivers everywhere, and Fern Gully. I swear there's dinosaurs around here somewhere. So yeah, I was saying earlier, this is just a 2-hour hike, so I wouldn't even really call it a hike. I would just call it a really good walk. It's still 10 kilometers, so don't get me wrong, that will push you, but you know, there's not too many big hills. It's just a slight incline and then you're doing a slight decline, so your pace won't really change from 4 kilometers an hour. It's a grade 3 hike as well, so it's suitable for even the novice bushwalkers. So my property actually backs onto this forest, so I'm allowed to come out here and hike. I actually hike this one once a week at least, and in winter it actually has snow. So I've come up here a couple times, and just walking through the snow in a forest, that takes you back. That's quite ancient. But yeah, she's a beautiful one. So there's the trail. And you just look to the right and there's just these beautiful trees growing moss all on them. Absolutely gorgeous. Along the path there's lots of little waterfalls, so if you keep your ears and eyes open, you'll come across lots of beautiful waterfalls. Check this one running along the path. So I'm really excited, and I wanted to share my excitement with you. I've done a lot of overnight hikes, a lot of really big ones and big iconic ones in Victoria. But why I'm excited is every time I've gone on those hikes, my sleeping bag has been way too big. It's weighed 2 kilos. It might get you down to -10 comfort, but that's just for car camping. So why I'm excited? I'm about to spend a little bit of money, about $600 Australian, and buy a sleeping bag that weighs 900 grams and can get me down to -27 as an extreme and -12 as a comfort. So I'm really excited. I'm going to get down to back down to Wilson's Prom, the Grampians, Brisbane Ranges, Buller Huts Trail. I'm going to do a lot more overnight hikes coming up over this summer. So yeah, stay tuned and check out my sleeping bag when it arrives. So exciting. Here's the track. Just walking through some beautiful ferns. The sun's magnificent today. So we're coming up to the big mountain ashes now, but as you're walking along this path, as I said, keep your eyes and ears open. Here's a little path, and what we'll do is we'll go down here and I'll show you what's there. Alright, we're going to go down this path. Literally 2 meters from the main trail. Step stones, and have a look. Beautiful gully of ferns. We're coming into Mountain Ash territory now. So that one's at least 50, 60 meters large. The video just doesn't give it justice. So we've come a little bit closer now, so we're really in thick mountain ash forest now. So this is the one. It's really big. So still today again. Not a breath of wind, just clear blue skies. So there's actually a walk out in Warburton that I'm going to do, and I'll film it for you. It's a 400-year-old tree, the Ada tree. There's a couple really good circuits around there. They're not very long, they're only about 20 minutes or half an hour, but I might do that one and take you out also around the Warburton, Reefton, Upper Yarra Reservoir area and show you where the Yarra River really begins and the old mining towns of Warburton, Reefton, Powelltown. So that one might come up just after the lockdown period, because I believe that that's still part of the Yarra Ranges. There's also some caves up there that I might film as well, and we might go in some mines as well. So stay tuned and subscribe. They'll be coming up in the next couple of weeks. We're slowly descending down the mountain now, and just another massive mountain ash here. And on this, just as we're descending down, there's like a little hut here. So I'll show you a closer up look, but you can stop and have lunch or something like that if you want on this walk. We've only got about another 10-20 minutes to go, and yeah, it's truly spectacular, lots to see. So they've built this nice little path for you, turns around, that's the overlook, the ferns, and then there's a little hut here. Very cool. Massive mountain ash fell over the path here. So I'm actually curious if anyone has any games that they play while they're on the trail hiking. You know, similar to I Spy or something like that. I've got a good hiking game for you. So you pick a genre, like a book or a tree, an animal, or yeah, an animal. We'll go with an animal. You can pick any genre you want. And I'll name an animal, so lion. Then the next person, whose turn it is, will name an animal starting with N. So the last letter of that named species or object or whatever it is. So lion, and then N, you might say number. And then T, you might say Tyrannosaurus Rex. And then X, you might say, oh, what's an animal starting with X? So I lose. Round one to you. You can play again, and so on and so forth. Or you can pick a genre, Harry Potter, and then a book starting with R. So Roger Rabbit, or what is it? Yeah. Anyways, you get the idea. Let us know if there's any cool games that you can play. So it's parts of the trail like this that you actually need to wear hiking boots sometimes. So big mountain ash trees falling on the trail. Probably been broken up by this water. You can see it's quite muddy. So yeah, we'll cross. Hopefully this is stable. Otherwise that would make great viewing. Have a look. So you know how people say they can talk to trees or they can feel energy and you know, all that, oh, we're tree hugging hippie kind of stuff. Well, mountain ash trees are actually hollow on the inside, and they pump their massive nutrition and energy and water from the ground all the way up the center to the top of the tree. And if you put your ears or your head on the tree, you can actually feel the vibrations and the tree talking to each other and talking to the ground. It sounds really crazy, but it's absolutely amazing. If you do stop and listen when you first step into the bush or the forest, it's really important to have a big deep breath and yeah, really just listen and don't take any of that negative energy from the city into the forest, and you'll be truly cleansed. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. Here's a massive mountain ash tree. and a quarter of it is missing, as you can see here. So how that's happened, who knows? But I want to show you up the center of this tree. Let me just find my footing. And you can see it's hollow all the way up in the middle. So we're inside the mountain ash at the moment. And it pumps its energy all from the ground. Well, we're coming to the end of the hike now. We've just got about 5 minutes to go. I really appreciate you watching this and subscribing and checking out my channel. It means a hell of a lot. This week we're going to go on another real big hike, but this one's going to take you back even further in time. It's going to be just absolutely beautiful. So yeah, stay tuned and happy hiking.